Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews. We have more news today as always, so let's get straight to it. The very first thing that I have for you guys is a really cool image that was recently shared by Caldera Collectibles, aka Jurassic Justin. This is an image of his Allosaurus, and man, is this thing ever incredible. Like, this is our very first chance to really see the figure and the fine detail and everything, and it is far and away one of the absolute most incredible Jurassic World style Allosaurus models that I have ever seen. This thing is seriously like on another level. So unbelievably hyped for the release of that Allosaurus. On top of that, when it comes to Reptimax, he recently has shown off a different figure that he is working on, another one of his rubber reel feel releases. This is the Inostrancevia, and man, is this thing ever cool looking. Like, absolutely one of the coolest figures I could imagine him making, a beautiful species choice, and the figure as a whole I think looks excellent. So, just like with everything else Reptimax is working on, I cannot wait to see this get released. Also, Nanmu has shown off a few more images of their upcoming super articulated Velociraptor, which we can see. This is going to be the second Velociraptor in this series of figures. Again, the super articulated releases. We've only had one so far when it comes to the Jurassic Park 3 Velociraptors, but we do have a Carnotaurus and a V-Rex, and I think I had heard rumblings of a Kong-type figure coming at some point. But again, this Velociraptor sports the original Jurassic Park look, but I believe they mentioned in one of their comments that one of the paint schemes will in fact be the tiger-striped version from the Lost World Jurassic Park. So that is extremely exciting. I'm just going to keep my fingers crossed that I didn't misunderstand that, because I would be over the moon excited for that, because, you know, the Lost World Jurassic Park Velociraptors are pretty much my favorite JP Raptors of all time. Also, when it comes to Titanic Creations, they've shown off this image, which is a sneak peek of an upcoming figure that they will be creating and releasing. Obviously, if you are familiar with this kaiju, you're going to know straight out of the gate what it is, and if you are not, then I'm here to tell you this is Pulgasari, and I'm very excited to see this get a super articulated figure. Again, another incredible release coming from them, and I can't wait to see what else they have as far as their upcoming kaiju they're planning to create moving into the future. Also, as far as Dino Dream goes, they've shown off, speaking of tiger-striped raptors, but they've shown off some images of an upcoming Lost World Jurassic Park model that will be coming from Dino Dream at some point in the future. Obviously, it's the battling raptors from the Lost World Jurassic Park, and, you know, with Dino Dream behind this, it's probably going to be one of the most incredible models they've released yet. Of course, being tiger-striped raptors is incredible enough, but that scene is really quite cool, so I cannot wait to see more of this, and of course, the painted prototype at some point in the near future. And then as far as Haolonggood goes, they've recently shown off quite a few different images of their Stegosaurus. They have 4 different paint schemes for this. Now, I don't think it is going to get an official release of 4 paint schemes. I think they're kind of doing something similar to what they did with the Mamenchisaurus, where they're kind of trying to choose what color scheme they should go with, but I could be wrong about that. The only reason I say that is because Lana Time recently has put up a poll about which paint scheme Haolonggood should go with, so I would think that maybe these aren't all going to get released, but if they do, that would be really exciting, because honestly, I think each and every one looks really good. I don't know exactly which ones I would say are my favorite. I'm having a really hard time choosing, honestly. The only one I'm not a huge fan of would be number 1, but overall, I think they all look pretty good. Also, as far as Haolonggood goes, they've unveiled 2 more models on us, one of which is the Gastonia. And what I really like about this, on top of the fact that it is a gorgeous sculpt, the paint jobs are really nice for both, of course, really nice and natural, yet kind of flashy. However, the green version kind of resembles the Dinosaurius Sideshow version of the Gastonia. If you happen to have that model in your collection, that Gastonia from Sideshow is incredible, and this one, again, kind of replicates it with those colors, which I personally love. On top of that, we also have the reveal for both versions of the Maya Sora, and again, Haolonggood knocks it out of the park, no surprise there. Obviously, you can see that there is an adult and a baby in each set, and of course, 2 different, well, I guess technically 4 different color variants, because both babies have different colors, and both adults have different colors, and again, I think they both look great, really nice natural color schemes, still adding nice elements of flashiness to them, and they're definitely going to create one incredible herd of gorgeous Maiasaura. So of course, if you are interested in any of these releases, you can head on over to Lana Time Shop right now and place an order for all of these beautiful figures. When it comes to the beasts of the Mesozoic, David Silva just put up a gallery for the Achillobator and, of course, the fully painted figure here as far as the actual, I believe, the production sample, and clearly it is gorgeous, like absolutely incredible. I think the colors that he has chosen for it work so nicely for this dinosaur. They're very nice and naturally applied as per usual. The factory that he uses always does a great job on the paint apps of their figures, and I really cannot wait for the release of this and the Utah Raptor at some point in the very, very near future. Also, as far as Creacher Preacher goes, he has recently given me a few images and videos showing off his upcoming Cyclops model. Obviously, again, the Ray Harryhausen Cyclops, and we can really get a good idea, a good feel for how good the sculpt and fine detail on this looks. It really does resemble the Cyclops, honestly, in my opinion, perfectly from what I can recall. And what's cool is you may or may not even realize that in the film there are actually two different versions of the Cyclops. This Cyclops is the Cyclops you see at the end of the film that you see kind of take on the dragon, and he's recently created that dragon as well. So it's very cool that he chose this Cyclops to be the one that gets released, again, because you can then combine both of his models to create that very cool diorama. And the final thing I have, and thanks to Collect Jurassic for this image, we have ourselves a sneak peek of the upcoming Jurassic Park 93 Classic Off-Road Tracker Pack, including the Tyrannosaurus Rex from Mattel, and honestly, my eyes just about popped right out of my head when I saw this. Very clearly, Mattel has gone ahead and created themselves a Kenner-style Young Rex, and also borrowed the color scheme that we had once seen, or at least a very similar color scheme to what we had seen on that older Young Rex, which is actually the only version, I believe, in my collection that I don't have. Like, I have all of the color variants of the Young Rex except for that version from Kenner, so it's really cool to see it recreated by Mattel. I'm a little worried to see what it's going to look like out of the box, because we know Mattel loves to stop painting their figures past the hip region out onto the tail, and I feel like this figure really needs that paintwork the entire way out. So I don't know how it's going to turn out overall, but just from these images, it looks incredibly, incredibly cool. And of course, we've also got the vehicle and a human in here, and it all looks unbelievable. Clearly, Mattel is going all in with the 93 Classic line and these new sets, and to say I'm excited about this and hoping and praying that they release a whole lot more would be an understatement. So in the comments section, let me know what you guys think of all of this, and like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.